welcome back to Sending It from the City. In this episode, I'm going to walk through the different tricks I tried at Bispingen and kind of break down how I tried them, why I tried them, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. So let's jump right into it. One of the first things that I decided to give a go was a curved rail. Well, not really a rail, a curved box, like a narrow box. It was probably about maybe this wide, like 40 centimeters or something. I knew going into it, I probably don't need to do anything different than when I do the same box that's flat. And it wasn't very long either, and I knew it'll just be over super quickly, so just approach with the same speed, jump on, and do what you would normally do. And I did that, and it went totally fine. One thing I kept in mind as I kept doing it over the course of the 2 days was to commit to being 90 degrees on the box. So sometimes I get a bit in my head and don't fully commit once I jump on, and then I jump on like maybe only 45 degrees. And what always happens then is that I just slide off the side, or I don't make it all the way to the end, and it just doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right. So yeah, I kept that in mind and used it kind of as practice for progressing to more difficult features. So the next thing I wanted to try on the first day was this log feature. I'd skied by it quite a few times and felt really intimidated by it, I have to say. But this one looked fun, and I really wanted to give it a go after I was feeling confident about getting the curved box. So after lunch, I decided to go out and try it. So I started off by hitting it really slowly, and I knew I would need more speed to get across the whole thing, but something that my coaches at camp have told me over and over, and everyone, is you always need to be comfortable with your speed. And so often it's good to start really slow, even if you know that having more speed will actually help you with that feature or that trick. So I started off hitting it really slowly, and I wasn't even making it to the second section. And then I started hitting it with more and more speed and making it further and further. And I just had the problem a lot that I had my weight all on my back foot, so that I approach and I jump on to the left, so my right foot is the foot that's forward, and I had like all my weight on my back leg, so much that at one point I ended up falling because I was leaning so far back. And even my best attempt, I didn't make it to the third section because I would always go off the rail before making it there, because I was just so back with my weight. So I definitely, next time I go, want to try concentrating more on keeping my weight on my front foot and hopefully making it further and further along on that feature. But I was still happy that I tried it, and considering that's the kind of thing that I could easily also just get really in my head about and always ski by and think, no, I'll never be able to do that, I'll never try that. The next new thing I tried was a 180 with a safety grab, and that's where you grab down with one hand, like on your ski right under your boot on the side. I recall from somewhere that that's an easy grab to work into a 180. I was already quite comfortable doing 180s, so I wanted to try to add a little bit something extra by incorporating this grab. Like I said in my other video, the jumps at Bispingen were not really great. I mean, they were okay, but they weren't what I expected. And I started off doing 180s and switch 180s on just this smaller jump or roller, which it really more was, on the first day, and I tried incorporating the safety grab. I just didn't really feel like I had enough time in the air to bring my legs up and grab. And then on the second day, I built up kind of a smaller side hit onto that jump. There was like a bit of a pile of snow left from how they shaped it, and I just took my ski and shaped it into a little takeoff, and that bought me more time in the air. So I was able to get the grab at that point after taking a few runs, like getting used to it. then I had enough time in the air to just bring the skis up and have like the shortest, tiniest little grab ever. But it was a grab, and yeah, it felt really cool to get it. I'm looking forward to trying it on a bit bigger jumps where I have like a little bit more hang time so I can really hold the grab, because this was really just like reach down, grab like ever so slightly, put my fingers under the ski and then release again so I could land. So it didn't last long, but it still felt really cool. Okay, I've changed suddenly because it's actually the next day. Yesterday when I recorded this video, I completely forgot about this trick and I wanted to add it in. It's called a switch up. So that's where you jump onto a feature in one direction, and while you're still on the feature, you change directions. I saw a very wide box, like about a meter wide, and I thought that would be a good place to give it a go. So I just walked onto the box with my skis and stood stationary on it. And first I just practiced doing that 180 on the feature. That went fine. And then I tried hitting it with some speed. But I felt like my skis were kind of like getting caught up on the box, or there was too much friction. Something just like didn't feel right about it. It felt harder than it should have been. And I thought maybe I'm making it harder on myself by trying this on a wider box. Maybe it would be easier if there's less contact of my skis with the box. So I moved on to the next size down of box that there was. It was one that was probably about, I don't know, this wide. And I tried it on there. I immediately just tried it hitting with the speed and not standing on it and doing the 180s. And it worked out actually really well. The only thing I had to kind of tweak was the timing, because the box wasn't very long. I really didn't have time to take a beat after getting on before switching the directions. You just had to go tuck, tuck, off. And as soon as I did that, then it went quite seamlessly. And that was pretty cool because I'm used to always sliding with my right foot forward. That's my more comfortable side. So it was nice even for a couple milliseconds to get the feeling of doing it in the other direction and sliding with my left foot forward. So yeah, it came together really quickly, and this is how it went. The next thing I tried is called a front slide. I had accidentally done one of these last time I was at camp while I was doing a spin on a box, and I basically just jumped on and lost my balance and ended up on one ski, but I saved it, and my coach happened to be filming me, and so that was kind of cool. It looks cool, but I definitely didn't mean to do it. So I started off this doing something really slow, like extremely slow, which is just to walk or kind of shuffle up to the right where you get on the box and just then let myself sort of slip down it. And while slipping, work on like raising up the back ski, which was my left ski, and just balancing on that forward ski. So I tried that a few times, and then, like usual, once I was feeling comfortable with that, I just built up the speed little by little. And it really didn't take long. At first, when I was slipping down and trying to lift that back ski, I was like, oh, this is not going to work. It's really, really hard to balance on that front ski. But I think kind of like anything, the little bit of speed helped, because when you're going a bit faster, then there's less time you have to spend balancing. So I ended up getting it. I would like to improve upon it by, instead of jumping on with both skis and then lifting the back ski, to jump on and just land with the front ski, so the back ski never actually touches the feature. I think that would look a lot more stylish. When I've seen videos of other people doing them, that's how they do it, so I think that might be actually the proper way. And then maybe I'd also like to try it the other way with my left ski leading, but that would be the next step of progression. One of the last things I tried on my second day there, after I'd built up the kicker off the small jump, and I had more time in the air, I thought it would be really cool to try a Japan grab. I haven't tried this grab on skis. I've tried it on the trampoline, and last time I was at camp, one of the coaches showed me how to do it properly and how to do it stylishly. And you do it properly by grabbing your ski behind you and grabbing the inside of the opposite ski. So I like to do it with my right hand, I think, or I don't even actually know. But okay, if I was doing my right hand, I would reach back and grab behind my back the inside edge of my left ski. So yeah, I tried it on trampoline and learned that to make it stylish, you really like kick out the other leg. So if I'm grabbing my left ski, then I'm really kicking out my right leg. And if I'm grabbing my right ski, then I'm really kicking out my left leg. And I think that's how I do it, but we'll see in a sec. So yeah, I thought with the extra time in the air, I'd be able to get this grab. And it took a lot of attempts, more probably than anything else I tried. It's really felt kind of scary to just be lifting up the one leg. Or maybe not scary, but just weird. Like, it was just unnatural to only lift one ski, and it put me a bit off balance. So I think in order to keep my balance, I was not lifting the leg as much as I needed to, or kicking out the other leg to the side as much. So I probably tried this 20 to 25 times. Finally, I did start to feel like I got it. There wasn't one where it was like, oh, that was it, but like after over and over and over again, and then watching back the footage, I was like, oh yeah, that was it. Like, I got the grab and I kicked the other leg out. It was very short because I wasn't in the air for very long, but I'd still gotten it, and that felt really cool. And then I did try a little bit to work on the 540, so I'd actually come here with the plan that I really wanted to land the 540 again, because I've only ever landed one really nice one. I've gotten close many times, but only ever landed one, so I really want to land more. Once I saw the jumps, I was like, maybe it's not going to work. The small one's too small and the big one's just ridiculous. But then I just thought, well, give it a go, because like if you don't get it all the way around, you do a 360. But the thing I really have a hard time with the 540 was like the last puzzle piece that needed to fit for me was that you keep looking around. So like I spin to the left, and when you do a 360 or anything, you kind of lead with your head. So like wherever your eyes are looking or wherever your head is looking, that's where your body's going to keep following. And when you do a 540, for me, the 360 is fine. I can look around for the 360, but then when I've made it 360 degrees and I'm looking back down the hill, my brain's like, okay, land. Like, this is safe. You're facing forward. You see the landing under you. Your skis are heading down. Like, this is where you land. And so I stop the looking, and that was what was really stopping me from being able to get the extra 180 degrees on the 540. So I thought, even if this jump is small and I'm not making it around, I can at least practice training myself to keep looking. And I did that a few times. I would do it here and there, like between other things. I didn't just work on it consistently for any period of time. And I definitely felt like I was doing a better job of telling myself at that 360 degree point, don't look down now, don't stop, like keep sending your eyes that way to look behind, look around, and you want to end up looking back up the hill because you land the 540 backwards. So yeah, while I didn't land any more 540s and also didn't really expect myself to after arriving, I was happy to at least be able to work on that part of it, so that hopefully the next time I'm at a proper kicker for doing 540s, then I will get the rotation all the way around and it won't be such a struggle. Yeah, so that was it for my breakdown of the tricks I tried at Bispingen. All in all, I was super proud of the progress I made in those 2 days. It was nice to kind of, just go at my own pace and just try whatever I wanted to, when I wanted to, while I was a little bit lonely, because I like to have other people with me, and it's nice to like push each other and motivate each other and give tips and stuff. It was also cool to just listen to my music and do my own thing and go at my own pace. And yeah, I really had a good time. It was really well priced, nice facility, really good, like nice features, at least for my level. I felt like I could definitely progress on those and do harder and harder tricks. I'm going to try to go back every once in a while and keep working on stuff, and there'll probably be more Bispingen videos to come. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next video.